Hello, my people. What's up, everyone? This is Gatos FX zone to zone trading strategy. Today, I'm going to show you how free drive work. With on zone strategy, I can literally combine a lot of influence when I take my trade. I've been studying a lot of strategies before I came to develop my own zone to zone strategy. I came to realize all strategies can align together so long as you get a good entry and good exit. So with the GBP card, I literally use the weekly time frame 3 drive to put the potential area of interest for taking a trade. And then I use the lower time frame for the entry. It literally started from the weekly time frame. From the weekly time frame, here is what I saw is going to happen. It took me about 2 weeks to wait for this setup. Uh, let me show you how it was. It was like this. Price was here. So I saw that this price is eventually major structure is bullish, right? Price is making high, but it fails to have a full body closing above this area. It creates again another 3 drive from the top. So if you look clearly, you perhaps see that we have a 3 drive, and this is not a 3 drive. Yeah, it's a 3 drive from the top. Again, here from the downside, let me mark this one. Is a bullish 3. This one was the bearish 3 drive. Okay. At the bottom side, we have the first touch, second touch. So I hoped that we will eventually get a third touch at this area. But I didn't just take this trade only because it touched this 3 or the third drive. I went to the daily time frame. Once I realized price has already gotten here on Wednesday last week, I said, okay, fine. Now you see, you have the first touch, second touch, and the third touch. It created a very long shadow. Look at this shadow. It's about 62 pips. So I wouldn't take a trade with such a long length. And the trade has been taken this week in particular because on Wednesday, Thursday, price was still making indecision candle, as you see, Friday, and then this week now, I was very careful to look at where and how I'll be able to spot this trade opportunity. Before I look for the entry, I look for the exit as well, because a good dancer must know when to leave a stage. So I observed that from the weekly time frame, if you look at the line chart, you are having a price floor and the price ceilings on here. You see, you have a price ceiling, price ceiling was broken. We have a price floor, Then this area was my targeted take profit with about 181 pips. All right. So now let's go and look at the entry. When look at the entry, first thing I measure the number of pips from this opening price of last week candle to the end of the shadow. It's about 96 pips. Okay, because otherwise, if it had a very narrow wick, I would have just take the price at the opening price. Therefore, under these circumstances, I must go to the lower time frame in order to minimize the risk. Daily time frame, still I have had this long shadow. From 4 hours time frame, we have had this spin bar. See, we are having this spin bar here. How many pips does it have? From the opening price to the end of the shadow, about 62 pips. Still, it's huge. Therefore, I developed the interest with this pin bar to see at the lower time frame whether we could literally find any other trading opportunity. I went to 2 hours. Of course, I combined with ICT here, the order block. I found that we have the order block, and based on the principles of the order block, we take at the threshold of the order block. So here, the threshold, I measured how many pips we have for this order block, or B, it has about 60 pips, so the half of which is about 30 pips. So that was the half of the order block. Then I just measured again from the threshold of the order block to the overthrow. Still, we have had 88 pips. I wouldn't risk that much. Then I went to 1 hours where I found a COC liquidity. It was a 30 minutes COC liquidity. That's where I said, okay, fine. Now from this 30 minutes COC liquidity, I would be able to minimize my risk to at least 25 pips. Then I just set 30 pips. And you see, Wednesday this week, price was here, consolidating for some few hours before it took above to the take profit. And today is Friday. The business is over. It's almost over. I already took my profit since early in the morning because I just set the limit order. I just set the take profit whenever I enter my trade. So it is what it is, and this is Get Yourself. Until next time, for those who want to reach out for running out trade zone to zone, combined with all other concepts that we know, you may reach me through this mobile number mentioned here. Until next time, bye bye.